श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्ते। वागीशान्त्या सुमनसः सर्वार्थानां वक्रमेण त्वां कृतकृत्या स्युतं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदां भुजे गुरुपरं व्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरो भगवतो सिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। यदाकाशे तदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्डं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्री सत्यसायिनं मम अन्तर्यामिनं। दोर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयी वक्षमालां ददाना हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं सितमपि च शुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसति वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। आञ्जनेयमधिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि भगवानन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसि जाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पते नमः। वैदेही सहितं सरद्रुमतले हैमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितम् अग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वं मुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलं। वामे भूमिसुता परश्चानुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च भीषणश्च युगराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम। आंजनेय स्वामी की जय। Bharata had put forth his arguments, which were very dharmic, when he said, you have got to protect our father and his reputation. You have got to protect Kaikeyi and her reputation. You have got to protect me and my reputation. So really, you have got to come back to rule Ayodhya, not because it is going to be comfortable for you or luxurious for you. On the other hand, you've got to undertake the great difficulty of ruling over the kingdom so that you may exonerate all of us from our sins and our blames. Bharata twisted the whole thing around and presented it to Rama. You can never win over Bhagavan. No matter how many arguments you present to him, he is one step ahead of you. You cannot win over through any means except through Aludal Unnai Peralame. Really, the only way in which you can attain the Lord is by crying out to him. Swami says that if you can genuinely cry because you have not attained the Lord, literally cry because you have not attained the Lord, then it is not very long before you shall attain him. Or yearning, or pain, or pining, if it comes into our heart, that alas, I have not yet attained Bhagavan, அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஒரு longing if it comes, then it is not long before we shall attain Him. It is always darkest before dawn, Nachulva. It is always darkest before dawn. Sri Ramakrishna would say, when the rosy longing in the heart arises, then the sunrise is not too far away. The rosy dawn, the dawn when it comes, it starts to become orangish, rosy color. And then he would compare it to the longing that we have in our heart for attaining the Lord, the pining, the yearning. Vedanta calls it mumukshutvam. Vedanta calls it mumukshutvam. Jijnasa, etc. Bhakti we call it viraham. In Bhakti we call it the anguish, the pangs of separation. Chaturyatanaliyo, through intelligence, through wit, through cleverness, one cannot attain the Lord. Through logic, one cannot attain the Lord. It is only through prema, it is only through yearning that one can attain the Lord. Bharata tried using all kinds of logic. Bhagavan was not moved by any of those things. Instead, he said, Pura brata pitanasaha mataram te samudvakan mata mahe samashrawshit rajyashulkamanuttamam. Bharata, Brataha, oh brother, நீ சொல்றியப்பா, my dear brother, you're saying that Kaikeyi, your mother, asked for the boon, and as a result, father was confused in his old age. Senility had caused him to lose his wits, and therefore he blurted out something. Abdinallam, you said, none of those things are true, because even before your mother Kaikeyi got married to our father, at that time Kausalya had already been married. Other queens were also there, Sumitra, etc. were also there, but there were no children. Then the king was trying to see if he could marry somebody who could give him a son. At that time, the proposal for marriage with Kaikeyi came up. And therefore, when Ashwapati Maharaja, Kekeya Desha Raja, was approached for this marriage alliance, but Ashwapati Maharaja had a bit of a misgiving or a reservation he had in his mind. He said, we are a big royal family, as good as you are. But Kaikeyi is my one daughter. If I give her in marriage to a king as the Pattamahishi, as the principal wife, Abdiyana, she will become the main queen. And thereafter her son will become the king. My grandson will become the king. But should I give my daughter in marriage to you, O Dasharatha, then by virtue of the fact that you are already having principal wives before her, should they have sons, then certainly the kingdom will pass on to their sons only, not to my daughter's son. Therefore, I will not give my Kaikeyi to you in marriage. Ashwapati Maharaja said, unless you agree for my grandson to become the king. Ashwapati Maharaja, Mata Maha, grandfather. Maternal grandfather, Mata Maha. So when Ashwapati Maharaja, Kaikeyi's father, asked in this manner, at that time, Samudvakan, at the time of wedding, Te Mataram, your mother wedding our father, Apave, Matamahe Samashrawshit, the kingdom had been promised away to you, to the son of Kaikeyi. This promise was given to Ashwapati Maharaja a long time ago. So really speaking, if there was a mistake that our father did, it is not in banishing me or crowning you, it is in wanting to crown me when you are not around. Because that was a promise that was already given to not just internally யாருக்கும் தெரியாம கொடுத்த promise இல்ல. It is not a promise that was given within four walls to only one person. It was a promise given to Ashwapati Maharaja, KK Desharaja. It is a royal promise. Even if he upturned Kaikeyi's promise, it is all right. Nobody might know. But if he went against the promise given to Ashwapati, Ashwapati Maharaja will ask. Leia. This was a common public knowledge. Bharata does not know, and it is public knowledge. Rama knows. How does Rama alone know? Rama has made it a point to know all the details. Therefore he says, Deva Sureja Sangrame Jananyai Tava Parthivaha Samprahrishto Dadau Raja Varamaradita Prabhu. Thereafter came the boon that was given to Kaikeyi, 2 boons during the war. The 2 boons during the war were given later on, predating that was the promise given to Ashwapati. So although your mother asked for redeeming her boons, by doing so, she has already saved our father from infamy and from going against the truth, because he may have forgotten, or even though he remembered, he decided to brush it again under the carpet. Adanala nanu neem panna vendanda, Kaikeyi amma has already saved our father from infamy. That is why Rama kept quiet when Dasharatha announced his decision to crown Rama as the crown prince. I'll make you the crown prince. Rama doesn't say anything. He's not acceptable to it. He says, how is this possible? Already I know that you have promised, but how can I go against your words? How can I talk against you? I cannot talk back to you. But at the same time, what you're doing is not perfectly acceptable. Rama is keeping quiet. Luckily, Kaikeyi comes to the rescue and saves Dasharatha from the infamy of having to break a promise. Not given to her, given to her father. Although Kaikeyi has come to Dasharatha's rescue, we do not look at her as the heroine that has come to save the day. We still look at her as the villainess. The reason for it is because selfishness was added into her asking. The action may be good, but because it was selfish, it is always blameworthy. Bhakti also, Guru Seva also. If you do it selfishly because you are going to get something out of it, it is nishiddham, it is not very appropriate, it is not great. Shlagyam. Even if you go and serve the Guru or you serve God, if you are doing it because if I do it, I might get something from him, I might get jnanam, I might get anugraham, I might get kripa. Abdina panna kuda savai vanik. Na sabritya savai vanik. He is not a britya, he is not a servant, he is only a vanik. He is a trader. Guru kainkariyam kuda eduthu pannanumana. As Ramana Bhagavan would say, with reference to Mudaliyar Party and Ramanatha Brahmachari, if those 2 people come, I am afraid. Why are you afraid? They don't ask anything. They don't seek anything from me. They have not come to serve me because I will give jnana to them. They have not come to serve me because they can get moksha. They have not come to serve me because they can escape from the samsara sagara. They have not come to me because they can get rid of this sorrow and bondage and so on and so forth. They do not even seek spiritual welfare. There can be no worldly welfare. They do not care about worldly welfare. So at least spiritual welfare. They do not even seek spiritual welfare. That is category. Highest category. Jnaningra category. Artharthi jignasu jnani cha bharatarshabha. Jnani enna solran? Nee nannadna po. What does the jnani want? Jnani wants Bhagavan to be happy. Jnani wants the bhakta, the true bhakta wants Bhagavan to be happy. He doesn't seek anything. Shabari irkalya. Shabari. Aparma Pakapuram, when we see Shabari, we will see Shabari Moksha Sakshi Bhuta. Rama is only declared as the witnesser of Shabari's moksha because she doesn't need him to give moksha. அவளுக்கே ஏற்கனவே வந்துடுத்து. She doesn't need him to give moksha. ஏன் அப்படி வந்தது அப்படின்னா அவந்திய மகிம முனி ஜன பஜன முஷித ஹிருதய கலுஷ சபரி மோக்ஷ சாட்சி பூத அப்படின்னு சுவாமி தேசிகன் ரெஃபர்ஸ் டு ஹர். எப்படிப்பட்டவள் அப்படின்னா அவந்திய மகிம முனி ஜன பஜன முஷித ஹிருதய கலுஷ. All the hridaya kalusham, all the evils in her heart were already destroyed by her muni jana vandya, muni jana bhajana. She served the munis, she served the guru. எப்படின்னா selflessly. Shabari ஒன்றும் தெரியாது. Shabari came and served Matanga Muni. Shabari was a forest dweller. Shabari was a forest dweller. She was a tribal woman. She did not know any shastras. She did not know about samsara. She did not know about jnana. She did not know about moksha. No, Anna, she came, she saw Matanga Muni. She was enamored of the saintliness of this person, the broad heart that he had, the love that he was able to shower, the shanti that was constantly swirling around in his presence. Adliye Mata, she dedicated herself to his service. She constantly serving him. First, she was serving in an unknown way. Nobody should find her out particularly. She was serving. Then Matanga Muni wanted to know who's doing this service and he brought Shabari out. He found out this is the woman who's doing Yema. Why are you doing all this? I don't know. Why are you doing this service? Why are you rendering this service to me? I don't know. At the same time, there are other rishis, other disciples also that are rendering service to Matanga Muni. அவளெல்லாம் கேட்டா why are you serving me அப்படின்னா they will say குரு கிருபா வேணும் இல்லையா. ஏன்னா குரு சேவை அப்படின்னா நிர்வாண நெகின்னு சொல்லிட்டா என்ன பண்றது, இல்லைன்னா பண்ண மாட்டேன். Not that I really want to, but unfortunately there is a saying Guru Seva Bina Nirvana Nahi. There is no sign of moksha without Guru Seva. Therefore, because I want to buy moksha, I have to earn currency called Guru Seva. Or I want you to teach me this and teach me that, therefore I am serving you. You can give this and you can give that, therefore I am hanging around you. Everybody has got a reason why they are hanging around the Guru, hanging around the Mahatma, hanging around Bhagavan. ஞானி மாத்திரம் என்ன பண்றான் அப்படின்னா, ஞானியோ இல்ல பரமபக்தனோ. ஞானி is one category, parabhaktaha is another category, one with supreme devotion. அவன் என்ன பண்றான், what is he doing அப்படின்னா அவன் சாம வரான். He just simply comes because he loves him. பக்திக்கு பிரேமம் தானே அர்த்தம். Meaning of bhakti is love இல்லையா. Meaning of bhakti is love. Loveல transaction இல்ல. Love is selfless by nature, by definition. There cannot be any transactions in love. So why does Shabari serve? Shabari serves because she loves him. அவ்வளவுதான், வேற ஒரு காரணம் இல்லை. அதனால all the evil that was there in her heart was washed away simply by that. கலுஷம் எல்லாம் போயிடுது. Ajnana was wiped out from Shabari's heart by simply Guru Seva without any reason. Niswartha Seva. காரணம் இல்லை. Not taking something, not asking something, not wanting something. சும்மா கொடுக்கறதுலயே வந்துடுது. Any action for that matter, if it is selfless, it is praiseworthy. If it is selfish, then even if it is a good action, it becomes blameworthy now. Adhanala, in a way, if you really look at it, Kaikeyi did the highest good to Dasharatha, but she is not praised for it. She did the highest good to all the worlds also because by sending Rama, Ravana Vadam happened, Ramayana happened. Anal, she is not praised for it. Ena selfishness kavandu. Because selfishness was mixed into it. Yeah? Even if I make the finest payasam and give you, but before giving it, if I add some poison or add something disgusting to it and give you, you will not appreciate the payasam. Yeah? Payasam na kudute. I gave you payasam, but unfortunately I also put a cockroach into it and gave it to you. I didn't find any cashews on Sultana, so I put cockroaches in it and gave it to you. I may have taken hours to make the payasam, but if I put one cockroach into it, will you accept it? Will you appreciate it? Will you not throw it away? Likewise, doesn't matter what the action is, but if selfishness gets mixed into it, nobody can accept it. It is not acceptable. And the selfishness, where until what level does that selfishness reach? Even when it is asking moksha, the selfishness will be. Whenever boys would ask Swami, I want moksha, apna chi, selfish. Swami would say, chi, selfish. What do you want? Swami, I want moksha. Chi, selfish. Yes, selfish. Yes, selfish. What should you ask instead? Swami would say, ask for prema. Ask for bhakti. Ask for me. Why ask for moksha? Moksha honakata, selfish. After that, if I give you moksha, will you go away from me? No. Okay, thanks, bye. I had my thing. You go to the shop. Why have you come to the shop? Not because you love the shopkeeper. Not because you love the shopkeeper, not because you love the shop. You come there to buy the product. The moment you get the product in your hand, tata bye bye, you'll go away. Will you sit there and keep talking to him about everything? No. The moment you finish your purchase, you will leave. If you are coming to Bhagavan to get moksha, now once your transaction is over, you leave. That's selfish. Selfish. We come in the beginning because we want something. But after coming, at least we should know how to love. Even after coming, if you do not know how to love and only ask for selfish things, selfishly even ask for something, there is no point. You're always a newcomer. You're always a newcomer. When you first join a school or a university or a work or a job or something, you're a newcomer. You do not know the ropes. You'll always be treated differently. After some time, you become integrated with that community. You become part of that community. Like that spirituality also. Initially when you come, you're a newcomer. But you cannot always remain a newcomer. You cannot always remain a newbie. You have got to get used to it. But getting rid of your selfishness. In the context that suddenly came up because, although Rama doesn't speak about it, but because here Rama doesn't belittle Kaikeyi, on the other hand, by saying that Kaikeyi, whatever Kaikeyi asked was predated by Dasharatha's promise, in a way he is hinting neither she needs to be exonerated, nor does Dasharatha need to be saved, nor indeed do you need to be saved. It has got nothing to do with any of you. It is a promise that Dasharatha made. Luckily, Dasharatha has already kept up that promise. No blame will come to Dasharatha. Dasharatha did not understand at that time when he promised that Kausalya will have a son. Because Kausalya could not have a son, only he went along to marry Kaikeyi, Leah. Kausalya was given up as a lost case. Sumitra was given up as a lost case. All the other wives were given up as a last ditch measure. He married Kaikeyi, hoping at least through Kaikeyi he will have a progeny. Adanala, you cannot blame Dasharatha Maharaja. At that point in time, Kausalya herself accepted it and said, she only said, yes, we need a son for the clan. Does not matter who bears the son for you. If Kaikeyi can, then by all means give her the promise, give her father the promise that her son will become the king, because anyway I don't have a son. It is only her. If she has a son, that is the only son. That's alone will become. Raja did not expect Payasam to come into the picture. And eating the Payasam for 4 sons to be born, Raja did not expect it. He cannot think so much into the future and think about it. He looked at the current, present moment and he said, Kausalya does not have a son, Sumitra does not have a son, at least by marrying Kaikeyi, he accepted and he gave the promise to Ashwapati. But truth has been maintained, the truth has been kept up, and the truth was given, the word was given not to Kaikeyi but to Ashwapati himself. Adanala, that is why I have been ordered to come into the forest for 14 years and you have got to rule. Any case, you alone have to rule. This is not negotiable. You have to rule because that is a promise that father has made to your grandfather. Adanala, let your coronation be performed without delay. You are also equally worthy. Let the truthfulness of our father's words also be honored. Adanala, for my sake, Rinan mochaya rajanam matkrite bharata prabhum pitaram cha vidharmagyam mataram cha vinandaya. Therefore, Bharata, you have got to, you alone can, you told me it is the duty of the son to make sure that the father's honor is preserved. It is not in my hands, it is really in your hands. You alone can preserve the honor of our father. You can alone redeem our father. You can alone save our father. Iridan Mochaya. You alone can save our father by fulfilling the debt that he owes to Ashwapati by becoming the king. Adanala do so. Shruyate dhimata tata shrutirgita yashasvina gayena yajamanena gayeshveva pitrun prati punnamno narakadyasmat pitaram trayate sutaha tasmat putra iti proktaha pitrunyaf pati sarvataha. There is a verse from the Shruti, from the Veda itself, that was sung by an illustrious king. The Galathra Channadu or Vartha undu ennadu appadina, the king named Gaya said these words. He said a son is called Putra in Sanskrit. The name for son is Putra. He is called Putra because Pum namno narakad yasmat pitaram trayate sutaha tasmat putra iti proktaha. Punnamno narakad trayate iti putraha. There is a hell called Pum. Many hills are there. There is Puttanu or hell. Alla Puttanu vindruvaana. Puttangra hell Puttanu vidaama irukradhukku who can try save us from falling into the hell called Put abdina, the one who protects us, trayate abdina, saves nu artham. Putrendra trayate putra. The one who saves the father from falling into the hell called Put is called Putra. Abdina, what is the artham for it? Abdina, people interpreted it in the wrong way. They said, oh, we must have a son, otherwise we'll go to hell. You will not go to hell if you do not have a son. You will go to hell if you commit crimes. You will go to hell if you commit sin. But then why does the Vedic text say that the son can save the father from this hell? What is this hell? Who will go to this hell? Yes, several hells are there and you will go to different hells. 72 hells are there. The son is not one who saves us from all the hells. The one hell he saves. Other hells are there. And no son can save you. Son is not the cause, sin is the cause. The cause of going to hell is sin. So what can son do? Anal, if the sin of promising somebody something and not delivering upon it is there, if the sin of doing some injustice to somebody and it has not been remedied, then the son is somebody who can, even though the time of the father may be up, the son can, on the name of the father, not in the name of the Father, the Son and the Holy Ghost. In the name of the Father, the Son can, when the Father has given up his ghost, in the name of the Father, the Son can perhaps the Son can fulfill that promise. An old man maybe there, somebody would have come to that man and said, you must help me. I want to get my daughter married, but I'm short of funds for it. Don't worry, definitely I'll give you, I'll promise you. Don't worry, I'll make arrangements for it. Tomorrow I'll give you. The man says, he is a 94-year-old man. Tomorrow I will give you. That night itself the man passed away. What has happened? Obviously his promise is gone. He gave a promise and he did not have the time to fulfill that promise. Can we blame him or not blame him? Blame will still come because he gave a promise and he was not able to fulfill it. But suppose there is a son there who has heard this conversation the previous day, next day his man is gone, so he finishes his karyam, then he says, he goes to that person's house and says, my father promised you, here is the money. Then the father's promise has been redeemed. The father is no longer under the sin of having failed his promise. His promise has been fulfilled. Similarly, if a father has committed an injustice against a family, he has cheated somebody and taken money from them, the son realizes it. So the son goes, even after the father's death, the son goes and says, my father behaved in a very bad manner with you all. As a son, I am repaying that. Suppose he repays, that sin may also get wiped out. So in this manner, a son may. Everybody who has a son protected on a cholam diyadi. And the bhaya kya kadume? If the father promises, the son should deliver on the promise. The son says, no way, I will not deliver. Such a son cannot save the father. Such a son cannot save the father. Every son, just because you have a son does not mean that you will be saved. You have to still be dharmic only. But by chance, even though you are dharmic, whilst being dharmic, but by forces above your control, if certain things should happen and your son steps up and saves you, then you can rest assured that yes, I do not have to go to hell if you are failing my promise. Adanale, punnamno narakad yasmat pitaram trayate sutaha tasmat putreti proktaha. Adanale he is called Putra. And in this instance, since he has given a promise, you alone should keep up that promise. You and I, we owe it to him. Enna promise? One promise, you have to become the king is a promise that was given twice already. One to Ashwapati, one to Kaikeyi. Second was the word that I have to go to the forest. Going to the forest, I alone can fulfill. Being the king, you alone can fulfill. Brothers together, we will do what is necessary to make sure that Appa's words are upheld. Appadina Rama is thinking. Adanal Bharata Tvam Raja Bharata Bhava Swayam Naranam Vanyanam Ahamapi Raja Rajarna Mriganam. Gachatvam Puravaradya Samprishtaha Samhrishtastvamahapi Ahamapi Dandakan Pravekshye. Tvam Raja Bharata Bhava Bharata. Tvam Raja Bhava Bharata. Oh Bharata, you become the king. Naranam Swayam. You become the king of all men. Naranam Raja Bhava. What about me? I will also become a king. Now supreme king aduven, Raja Rat aduven. Yarukkunna. Vanyanam Ahamapi Raja Rat Mriganam. I will also become the supreme emperor of all the forest beings. Ni Ayodhya la poi, you become the king of Naranam Raja Bhava. You become the king of men. I will become the king of the forest. Gachatvam Puravaram Madhya. Therefore, you go to Ayodhya. Samprahrishtaha. With great delight, you go to Ayodhya. And I will also Samhrishtasvam Ahamapi Dandakan Praveksha. I will also enter into Dandakaranya with great delight. நீ அங்க போய் ரூல் பண்ணு, நான் இங்க போய் ரூல் பண்ணு. ஆக மொத்தத்தில் 2 பேரும் ரூல் பண்ணுவோம்டா. Chayam te dinakarabaha prabhadamanam Varshatram Varadakarot Murdnishita Yetesham Ahamapi Kananadrumanam Chayam Tam Atishaina Atishainim Sukishrayeshe. You go to the city and sit on the throne and let the royal umbrella be the shade above your head. As far as me, I shall seek happily the shade of all the trees that are there in the forest. I shall also have an umbrella, you shall also have an umbrella. I shall also have a kingdom, you shall also have a kingdom. Shatrugna Kushala Matistute Sahaya Saumitrir Mama Vidita Pradhana Mitram Chattvarastanaya Varavayam Narendram Satyastam Bharatacharamam Avishida. Commonality, similarity சொல்றார் ராமர். You go to Ayodhya, I will go to Dandakaranya. You become the king of men, I will become the king of you Naranam Raja, na Vanaranam Raja. I shall become the king of all the Vanaras. You become the king of Naras. You shall have the white umbrella above your head, I shall have the green umbrella above my head. You shall have Shatrughna by your side, I shall have Saumitri by your side, I will also have Saumitri by my side. You shall have Shatrughna, the son of Sumitra, by your side. I shall have Lakshmana, the son of Sumitra, by my side. We have not lessened each other's status. In every way, we are equal, we are the same. Adhanala, you go, 4 sons our father has. Chatvarastanayavarayam Narendram. Ramar children, we are the 4 best sons of this king. Tanayavaraha, the best of sons, worthy sons. Chatvara, 4 worthy sons our father has. Let us, 4 of us, strive to follow the path of truth. Let all 4 of us uphold our father's words. Adana nee anga pona appadinu when Rama said to Bharata could not open his mouth for this. He tried various things. He tried one arrow. One arrow was for the sake of dharma you should come. Rama said for the sake of dharma only I cannot come. Father was foolish in giving a promise to Kaikeyi. No, father gave the promise even before Kaikeyi. Appa enna jawab? Bharata cannot say anything. Appo anga Dasharatha had 8 ministers, he also had 8 Brahmanas around him. Vasishto, Vamadevaha, Katyayanaha, Markandeyaha, Kashyapa, at Jabali. Jabali, or Brahmana, or Rishi was there with Dasharatha in Dasharatha's court. Dasharatha, he has also come here. Along with all the other rishis, Jabali Maharishi also has come. And the Jabali, Brahmanottamaha, Valmiki refers to him as Brahmanottamaha, Jabalir Brahmanottamaha. He was an extraordinary Brahmana, eminent Brahmana. And the Jabali started to speak. Ruvacha Ramam Dharmagyam Dharma Petamidam Vajaha. He started speaking to Rama using words that appeared contrary to Dharma, against Dharma. Or children, Rama Sadhuragava ma bhute buddhirevam nirartika. Rama, your words are all nice, you are very noble-minded, you are very high-souled, all of that I agree. But why should you speak Prakritasya Narasyava? Why, like an ordinary man, common man, why should you speak such nonsensical words? Enna pesarni? What are you speaking? Ka kasya purusho bandhuhu. Whose friend? Kimapyam kasya kanachit. Who's to get what and from whom? Yadeko jayate jantuhu ekayeva vinashyati. The Barbara, I will tell you something that is very commonly observed. Enna appadina? Kudiyalla pirakunna nerathun, kudiyalla marikunna nerathun. Appadinu sollu. Kundanam, Jnanapanana solrar. Amma, when we are not born together. Family full onna parakala. And naai panikithu dhaan pannalam. But in dogs and pigs, whole family is born at the same time. Now, like human beings, we are all born alone. And when we die also, we die alone. Every cheyathinte ponum poradilla. Kudumbathoda seri irukkan govindaan povum appdi. Koondoda kailasham appdi. Kudiyalla pirakunna nerathun, kudiyalla marikunna nerathun. Eko jayate, eka eva vinashyati. We are born alone, we die alone. Man is born alone, man dies alone. நடுவில் தானே இதெல்லாம். யார் பந்து, யார் அப்பா, யார் அம்மா, whose father, whose son. What, who's to give what, who's to take what? Tasman mata pita cheti rama sajjeta yo naraha unmatta ivasagneyo nasti kaschid hi kaschid. This is my mother, my father, my son. Those who say all these things, you must know them all to be fools. Unmatta, mad people, lunatics. None of these relationships are real. இவர் சொல்றது ஒரு விசித்திர வேதாந்தம். வேதாந்தம் தான் இதுவும், ஆனா விசித்திர வேதாந்தம். ஏன்னா வேதாந்தத்துல என்ன சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னா, மாதா நாஸ்தி பிதா நாஸ்தி நாஸ்தி பந்து சகோதரஹ அர்த்தம் நாஸ்தி கிரகம் நாஸ்தி தஸ்மாத் ஜாகிரத ஜாகிரதா கோமே ஜனனி கோமே பிராதஹ அப்படின்னா சொல்லு இல்லையா, கோமே ஜனகஹ கோமே தாத்தஹ அப்படி. காமே ஜனனி, who is my mother, who is my father, who is my brother, எல்லாம் அனித்யம், எல்லாம் வேர்ல்ட்ல அனித்யம்னு வேதாந்தம் சொல்றது. ஆச்சாரியா சங்கரா says all of those things. அவர் தான் சொல்ற, நீங்க ஜாபாலி also says the same thing and he says இதெல்லாம் வேதாந்தமா பாருடா கண்ணா. அம்மா அப்பா ஏதோ கடின அழறியடா, யாருக்கு யாருடா சொந்தம், who is related to what, அவவா அனுபவிக்கிறா. Each person's sin has to be just because son is there அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக. Can the son sit and eat for the father? அப்பா, you don't worry pa, I will eat for you, I will starve you but I will eat for you. கொஞ்சம் நொச்சி நொச்சி வயசு இருட்டானால கேட்டா, அப்பா உன் தான்ப்பா சாப்பிட்றேன், உன் பேரை சொல்லி தான்ப்பா சாப்பிட்றேன், சாப்பிட முடியுமா? Is it possible for you to eat and expect your father's hunger to be fulfilled? Like that, what nonsense. I will keep up the truth of my father. அது உங்க அப்பன் சாமர்த்தியம். Your father has the skill, he should keep up the truth. What are you responsible for keeping up the truth of your father? As though it can all work that way. அதெல்லாம் அப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகாதுடா. யதா கிராமாந்தரம் கஷ்சன் நரः கஷ்சித் क्वचित् च சேதே உத்ஸ்ருஜ்ய ச தமாவாசம் प्रतिष्ठेता परेहनी एवमेव मनुष्याणां पिता माता गृहं वसु अवासमात्रं काकुत्स्थ सज्जन्ते नात्र सज्जनाः. அழகான வேதாந்தம் சொல்ற. when we travel, இங்க இருந்து from Melbourne we go to Sydney வெச்சுக்கோங்க. அப்படி when we go from Melbourne to Sydney அப்படினா இப்பலாம் எங்கேயும் போக முடியாதுன்னு வெச்சோ, அது வேற விஷயம். we can't go anywhere nowadays. But in the good old days, அப்படி எடுத்து வர in the golden age, those days, no, when we used to travel between Sydney and Melbourne, and even earlier when we used to travel to India and all. Remember those old days? Lost in memory? இந்த காலத்துல எல்லாம் இந்தியாலாம் போமே. அப்போ what will we do அப்படினா, when we go from here to India அப்படினா we will halt in Singapore. Singapore na Changi airport la. You won't go inside, you just halt in Changi airport for about 3.5 hours, 4.5 hours, whatever the transit time is there before the next flight comes. We'll halt around, go looking around the koi pond and chandravava. At the papum, kids will go to the play area, jump up and down. Our butterfly garden, we go every time, we walk to the same place, walk through the same shops. By now, if you close your eyes also, you know what shop is where. You will see all of that, but what happens when the time for the flight comes, you will immediately go to the gate and however it will do 10 minutes before boarding gates will close, no announcements will be made. Adanal, you better go there. You will go, you will get into the flight and you will leave from there. You will not become attached to Ayyo Changi. Chingi, Changi, you are not getting attached to it. With Changi, Punjabi sir. When you travel from one place to the other, even though you may have a number of halts along the way, you do not become attached to all of those places. You keep moving along. Utsrujya, you get up from there and you move along. Like that, evameva, in the same manner, mata, pita, griham, vasu, all of these things, mother, father, etc., all journey la, on the way dane. If amma vadna ayanama yaravadhu, amma vad inge orgon, amma vad inge orgon illaya. Appa, Amma, everybody, father, mother is there. When you are a small child, you are constantly like a koala bear, you are hugging on to mother. After you get up, you still want to hug on to her. With our mighty big frame, if you want to climb on to Amma and say, hold on to Amma, Amma, Amma will be flat with not a single bone intact. But we move on. School we are moving on from parents, college we are moving on, when we get married we are moving on, we are moving on. Adilalam sajjantena atra sajjanaha. Wise men do not get attached to all of these things. Appa is all dead and gone. Move on, son. Dharma padi, right royally, you are eligible to get the kingdom. According to the law of the land, you are eligible to get the kingdom. Even if you look aside and look at the will of the people, it is all wanting you to be the king. In every way, you are eligible to become the king, leaving what has come naturally to you, leaving what has come easily to you. Why are you undertaking this arduous and tough path going to the forest? नते कश्चित् दशरथस्त्वं न च तस्य न कश्चन अन्यो राजा त्वमन्य तस्मात् कुरु यदुच्यते. King yaro ni yaro, but you have nothing to do with Dasharatha. Dasharatha is somebody, you are somebody. You are another person, Dasharatha is another person. Dasharatha's problems are Dasharatha's problems. Your problems are your problems. You cannot take Dasharatha's problem on over you. It is not applicable, it is not appropriate. Yaar appa, who is appa? Yedo oneself from the father cholraringa. बीजमात्रं पिता जन्तोः शुक्लं रुधिरमेव च संयुक्त मृतुमन्मात्रा पुरुषस्येह जन्म तत्. One cell from the father comes, one cell from the mother comes, and the body of the child is made. Amrita. Bijamatram pita jantoh. Father is only one cell. Biological operator. Inna alagu pathela. What science cell? Modern science are nothing. That is why I generally get very annoyed when somebody forwards or somebody tells, scientist says, as though scientists' approbation or appreciation of Vedanta is required. You should feel pity. You should not take him as a big fellow and say, even the scientist said. Science solradhu paaruங்க. बीजमात्रं पिता जन्तोः शुक्लं रुधिरमेव च. இங்கேருந்து ஒரு செல், one cell from the father, one cell from the mother, the embryo is made. அவ்வளவுதான். Father is simply the donor of a cell, ஒரு cell donor. Jabali says mother and father are simply cell donors. And that cell donor has gone biological parent. இப்பலாம் அதானே புஷா சொல்றாரு இல்லையா? He has gone the way all mortals go. He has gone. He doesn't know what you are doing here. He is gone. Artha dharma paraye tam shoshami netaran tehi dukkha viha prapya vinasham pretya bhejire. Those who are constantly saying dharma, wealth, I need to earn wealth, I need to earn wealth. They are struggling to earn wealth and they are not even able to enjoy the pleasures of life in earning wealth. I pity them. I pity all of those people who are busy running, trying to earn wealth without any time to spend the wealth. And Java says, what are you earning for? You are earning so that you can spend it and live happily. And the other category that I also equally despise and pity are those who are saying dharma, 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 dharma. Those who are not enjoying life. Those who do not know how to enjoy life, saying dharma, dharma all the time, or saying money, money all the time, both of them are pitiable to me. In the end, everybody is going to die. Everybody is going to pretya, vinasham pretya bhejire. Ella kadashila ella chava porudhu. Dharma pannalum chava porudhu, adharma pannalum chava porudhu. Whether he is going to spend money also or hoard the money, he is going to die. Adu peshama chava tu polam ulyo. Why hoard the money? Spend the money, eat well, enjoy life well and die. The Javalinudya Nastikamana or Vadam. He is using all of these arguments. You must remember, don't get carried away by all of these things, because what Valmiki already says this, Dharmo, Dharma, Petamidam Vachahan. All these words are against Dharma. The reason why all these words are given by Jabali is to serve as a foil against which Rama's Dharma and Dharmic intention can shine even greater. But all of these sentiments are expressed again. Our Sanatana Dharma is unique and extraordinary because nobody needs to come and question our values from outside. We have questioned all of this ourselves before adopting it. There is no blind superstition in Sanatana Dharma. There is only blindness in understanding it. There may be blind, if you are blind, that is your problem. It cannot be the problem of the parampara, the tradition that you are following. It is not a blind tradition. It is not a blind practice or a ritual. You may be blind to the value and the truth of it. ஏன் சொல்றேன்னா ஜாபாலி ஒரு பெரிய மகாத்மா, ஒரு பெரிய ரிஷி. What is he doing? He is playing the devil's advocate here. He is already taking all the values of dharma and he is tearing them apart, saying these are valueless. We do not need anybody external to come and say what we are saying is valueless. We have already played the devil's advocate. We have put all of our dharma on the court stand. We have set it on a trial. We have made it stand on a trial and then we have adopted it. Then we have adopted it. We have not dismissed it. We have adopted our dharma after questioning it. Never has there ever been in Sanatana Dharma especially. In Sanatana Dharma, நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா பரிப்ரஷ்னேன. You have to ask questions. You have to ask questions. In Sanatana Dharma, there is a mandate upon you. You are obligated to ask. In other religions, maybe they will say, shh, you should not question God. In Sanatana Dharma, you are given every right to question God. You must question Him. You must question the Dharma that you are doing. You have never been asked to, advocated to, or mandated to accept everything without question. எல்லாம் கேட்டுக்கோ, கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுக்கோ. Ask, examine, and then be convinced. There is an answer for everything. எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஆன்சர் இருக்கு. Only thing is you should know who to ask. Right person அவே கேட்டவனா பதில் டக்கு 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 டக்குன்னு வரும். For all the various practices, rituals that are there, if you go and ask the right person, people with insight are there. They will tell you why we are doing even the most commonest of things. They will tell you why we are doing. ஏன்னா அவளுக்கு தெரியும். You cannot pit your limited intelligence against the vast, immeasurable intelligence of the rishis and say they also blind superstition. On what basis are you declaring it to be blind superstition? What colossal arrogance it is that you are thinking you know best enough to judge it to be blind superstition. Are you not giving that much importance to your brain? Something is wrong. Jabali is going to play the devil's advocate. Jabali is going to talk about something in a very atheistic way, adharmic way, completely against the Shastras. But even that is part of the Ramayana Shastram. Because it is also a methodology where we question. We do not blindly accept. We question. We discover the reasons behind it. Having become convinced, then when we adopt it, we will adopt it truly. If you adopt it blindly, somewhere or the other, the doubt will be there within you. I don't know why I am doing. They told me to do, so I am doing. Let me see how long I will do. It's going on. You may continue doing it. But when you realize the reason for it, then you will plunge into it. It's got so many benefits. It is so good. It is so important. I better do it. The urge to do will come from within you when you understand it. Another Chalran Bhagavan, Shreyo Hijnanam Abhyasat. Knowing why we are doing everything is important. It is much better than doing everything blindly. We'll stop here for today and continue again tomorrow. More of Jabali's anti-dharma, anti-establishmentarianistic talk or concepts. We will have more of those tomorrow. And finally, we will see how Rama smashes all of those things by establishing dharma and satya, and the reason why all these arguments of Jabali are false. And these questions all of us may also have. Question gap. One by one is going to ask questions. All of those questions are the reason why Valmiki has put them here is because somewhere or the other, even though we may pretend not to have these questions, we will feel no, we have these questions, it is very wrong. I should appear good. I will pretend as though I do not have all these doubts and questions, and we may pretend. And Valmiki brings it all out. He says, okay, it's okay, you don't have to say. If you feel shy to admit it, it's okay. I will use Jabali as a spokesperson and I will bring out all the doubts that you have and I will give answers to it. We will look at all of those misgivings also and see how Rama establishes Satya and Dharma, and above all of these so-called logical statements. Janaki Kanta Smaranam, Jai Jai Rama Ram, Anjaneya Swami Ki Jai. Sarve Gaunsina, Sarve Sadhanamaya, Sarve Rudraya, Vishwashwa, Vishnukumar Bhuvet. Lokas Vastas Gino, Bhanti Lokas Vastas Gino, Bhanti Lokas Vastas Gino, Bhanti Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Sai Shri.